Assalamu alaikum. This is inspiring Syed Masroor. I will talk about curiosity as a strength of the leaders. Why curiosity is important for the leaders? Why should they be curious? They should be thinking about the customers, about the employees, about the company, the current culture, how to improve things, how to move forward, how can they make good changes into the organizations. I think this is an important approach for the leaders and they should be curious enough because this is a powerful potential, a quality, it's a skill, whatever you name it. Curiosity is important for the leaders. Why they should be curious about the employees? Because it is how they can improve them. It is how they can pick a good talent from the market and they can place them at critical positions, at strategic positions, and those people they will collectively contribute towards the growth and towards the development of the companies where they are working. The leaders should be curious about the customers, spend time with the customers, go and sit in the places where the customers are being served. The leaders should be curious about the products, about the services which are being provided to the customers. If they are curious enough, they will be thinking about innovation, about creativity. They will be thinking what the competitors are doing and how can they make their products and their services different. To think strategically, to think innovatively, to think out of the box and create more adaptability and to be more resilient, leaders have to be curious. If the leaders are not curious, the organizations, the companies will become stagnant, they will not be progressive, they will not be growing, and ultimately those organizations will be shut down. There are so many examples in the corporate world in the past. We have the stories about such organizations, such companies, and those could not stay the market competition. The leaders at the helm, the leaders at the top, they were not curious. They did not think that how they can be different, how they can be competitive, and it is how those companies could not survive in the market and they could not sail through the competition successfully. I was reading about different leaders, for example, about Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk. They are all curious leaders. They have been thinking all the time how they can make things different. Those ideas became powerful on account of their higher sense of curiosity. Even today, if we have to become a good professional, we have to become a good teacher, we have to become a good developer, a businessman, entrepreneur, every arena where you are contributing, you are doing your work, you are shouldering your professional responsibilities, you have to be curious. Curiosity should be a strength of the leaders. At the same time, every single person working in different roles, in different organizations, in different companies, whether they are employees, they are leaders, they are entrepreneurs, they are businessmen, they have to be curious. If they are not curious, they will not be able to carve out a good future for their people, for their companies. And success will be a far cry for them. If you have to actualize your dreams, then you should be curious. You should be working about creating a difference. You can be a good strategic thinker, innovative. You can create employee engagement. You can acquire better talent. You can create a positive, progressive, and innovative culture. You can retain your best people. It will only happen if you are thinking, you have a higher sense of curiosity, and you are all the time thinking how to improve things, how to better things, how the change can happen. Because change management is again a bigger challenge. If you want to bring change into the companies, into your organization, you have to be curious enough. If you are not curious, the change will not happen in real time, and it will have the negative consequences, negative results, which will impact the people, which will impact the future of the company or the organization where you are working. So, every single person working in the companies, in the organization should be curious, particularly The leaders should be curious so that they can keep their companies at the top. It is how the companies will grow. It is how the organization will be successful, and they will go on the top of their competition, and they will be competitive enough. They will be really strong enough, and they will be able to create a better future for their existence and for their people and for their stakeholders. I hope I have conveyed the message effectively. If you have any comment, any question, please ask me and I will respond. Thank you very much. Have a good day.